Live. I am recording. I am Omar Krieg, Lord and Commander of the Krieg Dominion, and your host for this evening's festivities. What if festivities? Because I'm not even referring to notes on. I don't know how to do this anymore. Forgot how to be a streamer, I guess. This is Wanderers of Erewan, Volume 1, The Grimstone Way, Episode 11. And I am joined by Darius and Alturios, my wonderful wanderers. That was an awful lot of alliteration, right? Oh my god, I did it again. So yeah, let's give these guys like 30 seconds while I fiddle fuck with my stupid chair that keeps sinking on me every now and again. Give these guys 30 seconds to talk all over themselves about whatever they want to say. Ready? Set? Go. 30 seconds. Say what you want.
I'm 11.
I'm going to Gen Con
When is Gen Con? Yeah. What?
this week.
Day.
Thursday I leave.
Okay. It doesn't get in the way of any of our games.
I'm
No,
sorry,
it's not going to get in the way of our gaming.
Yeah. Oh, so Gen Con is this weekend.
Yeah, I leave Thursday morning.
Yeah, sorry. At the same time, this Gen Con conversation spawned. My spawn decided to spawn another conversation. So I wanted to make sure I caught everything. What am I doing? I'm not
Child.
Yes, my child wanted to say something. What movie are you going to see? Okay. Also, Tad says that he is waiting for you and you're not answering. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second.
You're fine.
Okay. Nope, that's not the button I wanted. Let me push the right button. There we go. All right. I apologize. That was well more than 30 seconds because I got sidetracked with, being a dad and things. At any rate, Gen Con. That's which one is that? It's gaming.
Indianapolis, Indiana.
Yeah, it's gaming and comics and stuff as well, is it not?
No, just gaming.
Just gaming. Okay. I think that's the one that last year, the other big gaming community that I'm in, AP Gaming Real, they had that meetup there last year, I think.
Probably.
I think it was Gen Con. Now suddenly I have hair in my mouth. What the shit? Okay, there we go. All right, I'm done. Let's get into this game because I'm so confused. I don't know. That's not the right word either. Flabbergasted is probably a good word.
His brain.
Previously on the Grimstone Way, the battle has begun in earnest, and the fighting has already been something of a challenge. The battle resumes. The battle resumes. I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore. I'm just done, dude. We did have a couple of fights. Let's switch it over to the Jesus Christ. Table. So the viewers could see what's going on. Apparently, I need to change some of my settings, because right now they're not seeing anything. Oh, I know why I have to do this. All right. Hold on. Game capture. Settings. No properties. Hang on. I know you see a black screen and you're wondering why. It's because I had to change something from the other day. There it goes. Okay. Anybody that's watched my Metal Gear Solid stream will understand that I had to really kind of play around with OBS to get it to work right. And then I had to undo all of that to make it work normal for this game. At any rate, we had some fighting. We've killed a couple of Bray Shaman. Well, a Bray Shaman and a couple of Gore and some Ungore. There is a bit of a respite at the moment. The fighting continues upstairs, as it were. There are sounds of battle coming down from above, and to some extent the other nearby caves. You can hear fighting every now and again. But in the moment, it's quiet down here in these 3 stash rooms that you and other dwarves are defending. Grolgild, the dwarf priest from all the way back when you guys were still out in the world before coming here. He appears. He comes with him, his otherwise resplendent robes marred by dirt and grime and blood. Some of it red, some of it something not normal. He looks a little verklempt, perhaps. But he does approach nonetheless, carrying a satchel and some vials.
Mm.
He says, "Here, take this vial, each of you. I've only got one for one. Um, it's a one-time use sort of thing, you know. But it'll rejuvenate you enough to keep you in the fight. There's no end to these bastards. No end to the horde, as it were. And as you could certainly know by now, they have certainly breached our defenses and are running amok everywhere." And he hands each of you, Svaldi and Malthanric and Beofric, this vial. And Beofric is quite... Second. I got too many windows. Set this. Anyway, Beofric takes it, and he, let me see. Let me see what my notes say. Let's see. Yeah, Beofric takes it, and he recognizes it immediately for what it is, and he says, "This is." I'm flipping through so many windows. He looks at the two of you. He's like, "This is a healing brew. You're gonna want to take this if you're feeling a little bit lightheaded." And obviously, in game mechanics, he's like, lost a lot of blood, which he has. I think I have him down as 13 of 15 wounds. I think he's taken a bit of a beating, so he is absolutely gonna slam one of these vials. So he pops the cork out of it with the convenient pop sound that corks make when they're pulled out of a drinking vessel, and basically knocks it all back as if it were some basically it's like the size of a double or triple shot.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, of course, this is going to require him to make a skill roll. This is going to be an endurance test. This is his 73. Oh my fucking god. Well, you guys are should say thank you right now.
Wow.
I rolled a 99. I want to point out, by the way, that in a different tabletop simulator game just 2 days ago, I rolled a nat 20 3 fucking times that day.
Wow.
Yeah, I was definitely a little bit scared. Unfortunately, he only has one fortune. I don't think we're gonna use that on this roll. Although maybe I should.
Who rolled that?
That was Beofric who rolled that 99.
That was a
And
dwarf.
what was he trying to do?
So if you drink this brew, you need to make an endurance test plus 20.
What if I change that to consume alcohol?
You know what? I will allow that if you think that will give you an advantage.
It's 50 instead of my endurance, which is 52. Damn it! Never mind. I don't get to use consume alcohol. I'll just do the endurance.
All right, endurance
50-50.
plus 20. That is good. That is 2 success levels, so you may recover a number of wounds equal to your toughness bonus plus success levels, up to, of course, your max wounds. However, I do need you to make another roll. This is a cool, challenging test, because as you consume this brew, and as Beofric is consuming his as well, and you notice at about the same time the taste hits your tongue that his face is all screwed up right now. This is not a pleasant taste. And you realize that the brew has become skunked beyond belief. And you may recall, this is simply because somebody cast a spell that ruined alcohol within 100 yards or whatever the fuck it was. So, give me a cool test. Challenging.
Dude, where's the failure?
2 degrees?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's rough. It is super rough. However, it makes it makes, hold on. You manage to stomach it. You do
That's
not
failure.
get that full healing effect, however.
Okay.
Nope. I apologize. You do get that full healing effect. Because you stomached it. So you did keep it down. I think Balfric is going to spend that fortune and make another attempt against a 73, I think it was. Oh god, now I actually do have to make sure it was a 73. Alright, endurance is 53 plus 20 is 73. He gets his toughness bonus of 3 wounds back. And that is it.
6. That was 11. That helped a lot.
Bet. He also needs to make a cool challenging, which is a 58. That is a success. Yeah, I mean, you guys take this hit at the same time without the cheers bit that most people would do when doing shots, but you see the look on his face, and you can imagine that your face looks no better as you slam this shit down, and it just tastes like rotten eggs wrapped in spoiled bread.
I just give this look like we've made a terrible mistake.
Yeah, I think so. It's like, oh, choices were made, my friend. Choices were made. But you now have less injury than you had a moment ago, and I believe Malthanric, unless I'm mistaken, you're probably just gonna pocket this thing for later and hope to God you don't need it, based on the facial expressions you're seeing around you.
Yeah, I am definitely not taking it right now because I'm full health.
That's what I thought. There is one more thing we need to do though before we resume the fight itself, and that is, as you guys recall, last time you did some fighting around this Grimstone, you needed to make some corruption tests. Because of the close proximity to the Grimstone, and of course the Gore and the Bray Shaman, who was definitely attempting to channel magic, you will need to make a challenging endurance test, and you will need to succeed by 2 or more degrees in order to receive 0 corruption. If you have 0 or 1 success, you will still receive 1 point, and of course, on failure, you get 2 full points of corruption. So please make your challenging endurance tests.
Okay, 52.
Balfric's going to roll his 53 really quick just to get it out of the way. And he succeeds by 4 degrees. Oh dear. You've got the fortune. Would you like to re-roll that?
I kind of want to save it for the fight.
Okay. Go ahead and mark off 2 degrees, or I'm sorry, 2 points of corruption to however many you currently have. I think Malthanric is good. Malthanric carrying that light side Jedi energy into this. Unless his endurance was really low.
That would put me above physical limit.
How much corruption do you have?
3 at the moment.
Okay, you're good. Unless your willpower bonus plus your toughness bonus is less than 3. I doubt it.
It would boost up to 5, but my threshold is 6.
Well, no. So what it is, if you earn more corruption points than the total of your willpower bonus and toughness bonus, then you have to make another endurance test, or you might start having mutations.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm fine then.
Yeah. So your toughness and willpower bonus is probably, what'd you say, like 6, I think?
6.
Yeah. Once you have 7, that's when things become a little weird.
Okay.
But for now, you're good.
Just keep that Geiger counter away from me, because you know.
All right. So you guys have a moment if you would like to do any interactions. Only because I don't always just want to jump right into the craziness. I want you guys to have a chance to do whatever roleplay stuff you want. But if you are otherwise ready, we can easily rejoin the fights.
I'm pretty good.
Okay.
Right. Screams from down the hall. Screams that Beofric will obviously recognizes as other dying dwarves. That's our friends down here. We got to help them. We have to help them. We can't let them fight this fight alone. This is after, I want you to imagine this is after a prolonged moment of no attacks on your specific position. The screams are coming from the other end of this set of tunnels down here. Balfric is saying, like, hey, we need to go fucking help them because it sounds really bad. It sounds really bad down there.
All right, I'm right behind you.
All right. Balfric
Can we
will
post up like here? Oh, you can't do it.
What's up?
Here to begin with. So we're not. So if someone comes down, because my worry is if we go all the way in this room, we'll just have sneaky sneaks.
Sneaky. I'm a sneaky snake. Yes.
Sneaky snake.
I mean, if you want to
around
do
us.
that, I mean, you guys. Balfric has a crossbow. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check that. Reason there is nothing on the back of Balfric, even though I know I put shit on there. That is fucking
I thought
weird.
you did give him one because he like I thought
His Warhammer. None of his information is on the back side of the sheet. For some goddamn reason. He had a Warhammer. Remember? And I know I put that shit on there because otherwise I wouldn't have known that the Warhammer had the slow trait.
The slow trait and yeah, because you were doing really good with that.
Yeah. What the fuck? My fucking PDF decided to shit out on me. My PDFs have my Adobe PDF has been really wonky this couple of days.
I've just been opening mine in Firefox because Firefox has a PDF viewer.
I did not know that. All right. Well, I know he had. That's the other thing. I know he had armor. I don't remember exactly what. He had a chain shirt and the leather jerkin. And then he had the Warhammer, and I'm pretty sure he had a crossbow. And then obviously Malthanric has. Oops, shit! I did not mean to do that. Hold on, let's try that again. Yeah, I mean, go ahead and resituate yourself. If he's probably actually gonna go into the fray. Let me see what we got in here. Do I have any more?
There's two Balfrics. Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna renumber them. Whatever. Words are hard. I can't word today.
Yep. Yep.
They are here. You know what? I didn't even look up stats for just like generic dwarves. See what. Let's see. Bestiary. But we don't have like just a generic dwarf NPC type thing. So, a little unfortunate. Let's see, what does Beofric have? He has a. Yeah, we'll just call it. And we'll call it minus. So we have them. Beofric is going to charge in to the fight. Svaldi, you're gonna hang back there. Malthanric, you're gonna hang back there.
Yep.
Eek.
Okay. We get. We won't be fighting him.
Oh, that's a lot of enemies.
Well, it's mostly because you guys decided to get in here to help them, which is probably a good thing, because they might have gotten their asses absolutely destroyed otherwise. But had you not showed up, there would have been a couple less. Let's see. Nope, that stays there. This becomes. Oh, what am I doing? It's just... God damn it. Okay, I need to stop trying to slick. And then these. Gore's initiative is. All right, Malthanric, you're up first. If ever there was a use case for Fireball.
I know.
Of course, you don't know that spell either, but that's not important, right?
I don't have any AoE spells.
This is true. You have some reach out and slap the shit out of somebody spells, so that might be helpful.
Yep. Do any of them look like shamans?
No, these all look like angry goat men that have various types of beating and slashing instruments. If you note on the dwarves, by the way, I wrote what did I write exactly? -4 damage mitigation. That includes their toughness bonus and armor and things of that nature. Actually, I'm gonna bump that up because that seems a little low. I'm gonna make it more like 6, because they would have at least some sort of chain type implement. But yeah, the dwarves are getting it right now, and it's not a good kind of getting. I need to look up.
I will do the choking shadows.
Okay, give me one quick second. I need to think of. Svaldi, what's the damage on your? You have an axe or something, right?
It's a hand weapon, but yes.
What's the damage code for it? It's like success level plus something plus strength bonus?
Success level plus strength bonus +4.
Strength bonus. A 4 strength bonus. No, 3 strength bonus. And you strength bonus. So okay, so it'd be weapon +7. Oops. Sorry, I needed to update their need to give them actual damage capacity. Or capability, rather. All right, choking shadows, I believe is what you said.
Yep.
Okay. Let me see what page was that. It's magic. It's one of your actual. That's a shadow, right? 250.
Yeah.
I wanted to have the spell descriptor available. Your range is willpower bonus yards, by the way.
Yes.
Okay. You're gonna have to get closer.
Yep. And I can move how far without interrupting my spell casting?
I believe you have like 2 or 3. You could do the full walk, but if you run, I feel like that would be. Actually, you know what? As long as you don't come any closer than here, I think that would be fair enough because Balfric had enough time to get all the way the fuck up there. So I feel like if you were trying to stay back intentionally, like here is probably the closest you can get away with, and then you can readjust your.
Nope, I need to be closer.
Okay. In that case, yeah.
Or wait, that's feet.
1 inch is 1 yard.
1 inch is 1 yard?
Yeah.
Uh,
Or 1 meter, whatever the measurement system is. So like I know, for instance, Balfric has 3, 6, 12. So 6 is what I would be looking for, the middle number of the 3. Any more than that, and you're moving too
so
far.
yeah, I still need to get closer.
What's your willpower bonus?
5.
Okay. Let me scooch him a little bit so you can get a little extra wiggle room. And as part of your move.
There we go. Okay. And from there, I'm going to do Choking Shadows. So channeling. I need less than an 80.
Yep, you need to do the reach out and touch the magics, and then you start your channeling.
Yep.
And you need a 6 total success level on your second skill roll.
Yep.
But you can bank them from one round to the next as long as nothing gets in the way. So
that's 4 degrees of success.
Okay. All right. That is your turn. Svaldi,
Yep.
you're up.
Okie dokie.
Unless Malthanric has something he wants to say in between. No, he's already speaking things. He's already started speaking in tongues.
Blah, 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 blah. Shoot that guy. With bow, which is a 61.
61 to hit with your bow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a close range bonus, by the way?
A great question.
I don't remember.
Combat difficulty. Shooting at short range, which is less than half weapon range, gives you a plus 20. Did you move? Oh,
No.
that's you have to spend your last action aiming, so never mind. You had a 61. You are within half the weapon range, I imagine, for a bow.
Yeah.
I don't know. What is the weapon range for a bow without me looking
50.
it up? How much?
50.
Oh, yeah, you're good. You're in less than 25. So, yeah, you get 61, 81. Unfortunately, that is still a failure, or you can re-roll.
I will re-roll.
Okay.
I'll spend a fate.
That is 7 success levels.
Mm-hmm.
plus the bow's base damage.
Which is strength bonus +3, which would be 7 plus 7, 14.
14 damage. Okay, which one are you targeting?
Number 3.
Okay. He is not dodging because he's not aware that he's about to get shot in the back. So he is going to take that. I need to see what my notes are. It was 14 damage. Wrong form. 14 damage minus 1 minus. Okay. Yeah, that arrow just sinks deep into him. Go ahead and increase your what you call it, the 1 there for the next round. And now the Gore begin their murder fest. So this will go Gore 1 versus Dwarf 4, 2 versus 3, so on, so on, and the ones in the back are kind of just hanging out for a second or two. They're not in. They're for all intents and purposes, you guys are getting kind of a surprise round against the back row. They're heavily focused on the dwarves in front of them. So Gore 1 is making his attack, which is a, and they don't get any extra bonuses. I need. That is a failure. Did I give them? Okay, so he's gonna get advantage. Oh, I didn't give the fucking bad guys their shit. Right. Second Gore doing the same thing. And the dwarf defending. Yeah, damn.
Nice.
Yeah. Third Gore. Fails. Guys, these Gores suck. Aren't the Gores supposed to be like super intimidating? The dwarves are just giving it to him right now. Wow.
Remember to wait for it to register.
Yeah, I was getting a little click happy. Oh wow, no change on advantage there. Right. And then the ones in the back, they're basically forfeiting their actions. So Balfric is going to come in and he is just inside. Right, he's actually going to charge Gore number 7. He's going to have a +10 to his attack.
Okay.
Which is comes up. Nope, wait, I'm looking at the wrong skill thing. A two-handed 49, so I need a 59 to hit. That is 1 degree of success versus the Gore's 0 degrees of success. So he's going to go up to 1. Actually, he's going to go up to 2 now. Put him up here. I know it looks like he's in the wall, but obviously this is from his charge.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to do what I need. I gotta look this one up. I don't remember the damage code for. Weapons 296.
40K.
I remember making that joke too. Armor, weapons, melee weapons, Warhammer. Strength bonus +6. So that's 8 damage, 9 damage. With success level reduced by armor of 1. That's. I think there's more in that because he charged, and I gotta look that up too. I think it does something else. It's just.
I forgot.
Let's see. Charging. If your opponent if your opponent within run range, you will also gain +1 advantage if you barrel into your opponent. Oh, it doesn't specify I'd knock his ass down or anything. That would be super cool. Okay. It looks like we're back to the top of the order with Malthanric and your continued channeling. Now all you have to do is roll your uh, channel shadow magic
Yep.
because you've already made the connection and all that. You have 4 successes out of the 6 needed. That is 6 right there. So on the second, or on the very next round, you will have all of that magic to release in the form of that spell.
Yep.
Svaldi, you're up. You see magic is literally crackling at the fingertips of Malthanric and around his face and just in his body in general. A dwarf absolutely ate an entire arrow from you, a gore ate an arrow from you, and then Balfric just bolted across the fucking cavern and charged himself Warhammer first into the backside of one of the gore, who will now know that you guys are there, and so some of them will be turning to face you directly.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the other closer one now.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, if the front line was in half range, that guy definitely is. So,
I
let's
think
see.
you still have the +20 for any of those 3 there.
Yeah, and a +10 from the
From your
advantage
you have
thing.
advantage.
91.
Yeah, sounds right.
Let's roll 99.
91, sir.
You bitch.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I want to be clear. I'm laughing at the ridiculousness of you rolling a 96 after all that. Not so much that you just failed obliteratingly.
Fuck it.
Is that a fortune, or are you out of fortune
Yeah.
already?
No, I got it. 69. Nice.
Nice.
So
that's 3 success plus your bonus damage or your straight up damage of 7, I think it was.
Yes.
All right, so 10 damage
total.
mitigated. I think there's a total of a number in mitigation. I want to verify. Yep. So it's, damn it. I just did something. There we go. Okay. It was this guy, yes?
Yes.
You did 10 minus that number. Takes this number up to that number. 9 damage having been suffered on this guy. Now, that said, it is now the Gore's turn. The Gore in the front are going to continue beating on the dwarves. The Gore in the back are going to be distracted by the newcomers to this fight. So, see what happens there in a second. So I'm rolling their weapon score versus the dwarf scores, but there's modifiers in play. That is 3 degrees of success for the Gore. But this guy gets a +10 on his roll. And he absolutely gets wonked in the face. So
Does he have fortune?
Sorry?
No. Mooks don't get fortune.
No,
Oh.
unfortunately, they do not. I've rolled. That's the second 99 tonight, by the way, that I've rolled. Just in case anybody was curious or tracking. So the Gore are going to do a bunch of damage here. Going to be 7 plus that is 10. Their mitigation is... Hold on. My brain is too many numbers. Yeah, okay, so 10 minus this gives him... Next one, same set of numbers there. That is 1 success against his opponent's 50. Oh my god. He is fucked up. 6. So we have
They were doing
7,
so well.
8 mitigated by that. Means he gets damage now. Third dwarf. Or Gore specifically. That is 3.
You need to invert the rolling habit there.
Ugh. You know, they're just going to trade advantage each round, I think. It's going to happen. So that's also going to take... And the last 2 who both failed previously. Missed by a -2. is a success by 1. He gains advantage. All right, gore number 5. Turns around expecting to see a bit more room before his first target. So he doesn't even bother trying to charge you, Malthanric. He is going to attack you straight up without any advantage or any other modifiers. And I got 4 degrees of success. You're going to need to make, because you are rolling currently in the middle of casting, I need you to roll cool instead of your, what's it called? Actually,
Punch.
left off for a second. That doesn't sound right. Let's see, casting magic. Casting. Download. Build combat. Ingredients, limitation. Interruptions. Concentration is vital when channeling. If you are distracted by anything, loud noises, suffering damage, flashing lights, you must pass a hard cool test or suffer a minor miscast and lose all success levels you have accrued in the extended challenging test so far. So, you will need to roll your either dodge or melee quarterstaff or whatever it is that you're going to use to counter his attack. If you take damage, then you're going to have to make that cool test minus 20. So you
Okay.
really need to pass this roll.
What did he roll for the attack?
He rolled his weapon skill. So for you, you're going to use either
He has 4
dodge,
successes.
or parry or melee quarterstaff or whatever the hell it is, whatever that skill is that you have.
How many degrees of success did he get?
You got 4.
4?
Yeah.
This
And-
is going to be difficult.
Yeah, and there is no advantage for either of you at the moment. That's a pretty good roll. What's your target number? And what are you rolling?
The target number is 57.
5-7 or 6-7, sorry.
57.
Okay. Alright. So you're gonna take some damage here in a moment. Let's do some math and see what that is. So it's gonna be 3 instead of 4 successes, you did knock it down to 3. 3 plus his weapon is 7. 10 damage coming to you. You get to mitigate that with your toughness bonus and whatever armor you're wearing. Which I think you don't actually have armor.
I don't have armor.
Okay, so toughness bonus it away.
So I soak 3.
Okay, so you're going to take 7 damage.
All right.
And then cool minus 20 to keep your spell active. This may not be a bad time to consider the use of fortune to drop that to a minus 10. Not necessary, but might not be a bad idea. Depends on how much you want this spell to be in effect.
I thought I couldn't do that.
Using a fortune point to... What was it that you thought you couldn't do?
Use a fortune point to reduce the penalty.
Well, it's adding 10 to the roll. Unless maybe I'm thinking...
Only if it's a success.
You know what? I might be thinking more Rogue Trader.
Yeah.
I don't know why they decided to make the change.
Is it different? I'm not...
Let me... where is the thing
There is
for it?
fortune and all. It's in the combat well, it's in the rules section. I think it's after. Fate and resilience. Fortune. Reroll a failed test. Add +1 SL, and at the start of the round, choose when to act in that round, disregarding initiative. So I guess okay. Wow, Fortune really does have limited options compared to what you could do in Rogue Trader. Okay. What was your target number with the cool -20?
-20,
Yes.
46.
Okay, so that is unfortunate because now you're going to lose all of your accumulated success levels.
Now, yeah, okay.
I will also say that it is going to disrupt. It's actually, I think it's fair to say that you taking that damage, not being able to shake it off, as far as the effects, you're going to lose your connection to the magic for the moment. Which is also doubly un. Where is I at? It's him. The other one is going to come up and get in Beofric's face. Because he sees a squishy, squeamy, skinny elf and a angry-looking dwarf with a warhammer. It says, "I'm gonna go for the dwarf with a warhammer." So he is going to attack him. Fail miserably. Beofric is gonna have a weapon. Not weapon skill. What is his melee two-handed? 49 plus 2, 69. Nice. Sweet. He won that, so it's going to go up to 3. The second guy is also going to turn towards him. Try to club him. It's 2 success levels. Beofric is now rolling a 79. Gets 1 success. He's going to take some damage. Unfortunate. It's going to be 8. I don't remember what his armor was. What does armor give you? Like, chain gives you like 3, right?
Let me check.
It was a chain shirt, and then he had a leather shirt underneath as well. $2.99.
Chain.
Chain shirt.
Milk shirt
is
is 2,
2.
and the
The
jerkin
leather's
would
one.
be
So
1.
it was 3 plus his toughness bonus, which is 7. Nope, wrong one. 6 armor mitigation there. 8. 8 damage. 5 damage. 2 damage. That's gonna hurt him a lot. He is not in good shape at the moment. He did not. He might have just lost all that advantage too. I think if you take damage. Losing advantage. If you lose an opposed test, he did lose an opposed test. Or lose any wounds, he loses his advantage. So this guy goes up to 1, he goes back to 6, and he is in harm's way. So he is going to bash the gore with his hammer, hoping for the best, needing a 49. Does not get it. The other guy needs a different number. Scores it. Yeah, that's right. Svaldi, we're back up to you. Your buddy
Isn't it Malthanric?
Balfric is getting hemmed up a bit here right now.
It's Darius' turn.
Oh, shit. I apologize. Malthanric, it is your turn.
Is it possible to drink the thing mid-combat?
The health potion.
I think you taking a drink is not going to be a huge problem. I think the other... Let's see. I don't want to double check the actions. What it says for like what you can do on your turn. Action. In combat, your action is used to do something, whether it's swing a sword, immune, jump from rooftop to take a moment to gauge the situation. Your action is only limited by your imagination, the physical constraints of the fight location, and the capabilities of your character. So I think you taking a drink will definitely count as an action. I would recommend
Will
maybe
it provoke
running.
anything?
No, I don't think there's really much in the way of attacks of opportunity in this game.
Okay.
I would strongly recommend moving away. The problem with moving away, of course, is that on the very next turn for that gore is he could just close distance again, or worse, charge you. But that's a choice that you have to make. Because I imagine this combat system wasn't... It's designed to be played at varying levels of crunch as determined by the GM and players. And I don't mind some crunch in a game, but I don't want it to bog down the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like if we get into some aspects, we can easily... Like, we're pushing the limits of crunch right now in my mind, based on the whole everybody's tracking their own individual advantage up to 5. That said, it is your
Okay.
turn. You
So
can
what
do
do I
whatever you
need to
like.
roll for this to be effective?
So you need to make a... Let me double check my notes. When you drink it, you... Hold on, where am I? Here we go. Make an endurance plus 20, and on success, you recover a number of wounds equal to your toughness bonus plus the success levels, up to, of course, your max wounds.
Okay.
What is your toughness? Or sorry,
I
your
got
endurance.
3 degrees of success.
All right, so toughness bonus plus 3.
So that's all but 1.
Okay. Are you doing any movement while you're... Oh, I'm sorry, there was another test you have to do. You need another cool test. This is at plus 0.
Nope.
Okay, what was your target number?
66.
Okay, well, you're lucky. Theoretically, 99 is also a critical failure because doubles, but that's also might be Rogue Trader, and I'm not going to get crazy with it. I wrote it, if you failed the cool test by 5 levels or more, you vomit it up and don't actually heal anything. But I think we're good. It tastes like absolute ass, wrapped in burnt baby shit, followed by moldy bread and spoiled eggs. That's about what it tastes like. Absolutely abysmal, I know. I'm picturing Dar's face all wrinkled up right now.
Yeah.
Are you moving, or is that the extent of your actions?
I'm gonna stay right there.
Okay. Svaldi, you're up. You
Let's
are you watched the elf just get smashed with a gore stick, and then he quaffs a drink really fast, and now you realize that he might well be totally fucked. Balfric is also looking pretty fucked right now.
Wait, are we counting up or counting down?
I'm counting up. The reason why I'm
Oh.
counting up is so you don't know exactly how many wounds your opponents have.
Okay.
I think between 2 advantage and then the short range, I have 101.
Don't roll double zero. Well, actually, don't roll 96 or higher.
Why did you
Right.
say this?
Listen, I want to give you a free GM reroll because this is just ridiculous. The 90s tonight are absolutely ridiculous. Go ahead and roll that again.
Okay.
Wow! Oh my god, that swing! That's 10 success levels. Plus your bow damage of what again? 7?
7.
So that's 17 damage. He's got 9. That is enough to kill him. Go ahead and increase your advantage by 1. that is enough to kill him just because I'm not trying to do all that. Like it, this is like you managed to get the bolt or the arrow rather. It goes like not just through his neck, but it shreds his neck and blood just explodes everywhere, all over Beofric, all over the walls and the floor as he drops dead instantly. Unfortunately, it is the Gore's turn to retaliate though.
So he got the jugular.
Oh yeah, he got the good meaty bits of the neck and just tore it all out. So he's gonna be rolling a number. It's not good for him. That's 4 degrees, and then the other guy needs a 40. Gets a 3, knocks the damage calculation back down to 1. So it's 8 minus 2 damage. All right, next guy gets a plus 10. Fails. The opponent rolls almost as bad, but not nearly as bad. So he gets advantage rebuked. Whatever. He biffs it badly. Dwarf counters and regains initiative, or not initiative, but advantage. Gore number 4 has no advantage. Fails horrifically. The dwarf gets a plus 10. Fails probably about as badly as the other guy, so it doesn't... Whoops, we're going to set his advantage back. The Gore in front of Malthanric swats at you once more. No advantages. I got 3 degrees.
Oh,
yeah. Go ahead and make... You can... I don't know what your numbers look like, but you can dodge, you can attempt to parry with your quarterstaff. Whatever number gives you the most likely chance of a success here.
quarterstaff.
Okay. What's your target number again?
57.
That is... Do you still have a fortune, or did you use it already?
I still have it.
Would you like to use it now?
No.
Okay. 10 damage coming at you. Minus whatever your toughness bonus is. Which I believe was 3. I could be wrong.
Yep.
That's 7 more damage to you. The final Gore over there is going to swat at Beofric. He does not have advantage. That is 1 success. And then Beofric has his 49, if my memory serves. That is a fail. So he is going to take 8 damage, mitigated by 3, makes it 5, and then his toughness bonus is 3, so he takes 2 more damage. He is in harm's way for sure. For that, he hasn't taken any criticals yet. This guy gets 1. And Beofric last up. Did I write down anywhere by chance what that Warhammer does?
Strength bonus plus 6.
Strength bonus plus 6. His strength bonus is 2. Ah, yes. So it's success level plus 8. In that case, I do need to do this. Oops. Warhammer is success level plus 8. All right, he is swinging on him now. He's got a 49. Oh, -2. He's got a certain number to roll at. Okay, well, he loses his advantage. And Malthanric, you're up. What would you like to
Channeling
do?
Drain
You're gonna cast Drain?
against this guy.
Okay. Let me look that one up. I vaguely recall how it works. What do you mean? Oh, I'm in the wrong. Me.
It ignores AP, and I regain a wound.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I want to get it up. Drain. Yes, it's a magic missile that ignores armor. Toughness is still in play. Does 0 plus success. Okay, reach out and touch the magic.
Yep.
A super success. Now cast the actual speak the language. Okay.
Was that a 32? Yeah.
Yes, 32. What was your target number? Because I don't remember.
80.
80. So that's 5.
5
5 plus 0 plus willpower bonus.
is 5.
So that's 10 damage. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yep.
Minus his toughness only. Okay, that's 6 damage. And you recover 1 wound?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, he's not happy. I mean, never mind the fact that it stung in a very stingy way. But also, motherfucker, that was magic you hit me with, he says, and gore or something. Svaldi, you're up. Don't let me tell you how to play, but I think maybe bopping the one in front of Malthanric is the big deal. That might be the power play. Don't quote me on that one. Or again, I'm not trying to tell you how to play. You have multiple targets to choose from.
Why does it say 13 out of 14?
For whom?
For Malthanric.
I think you
I'd
might
say
have missed
7 out of 14.
Yeah, I just changed it.
I have no idea. I don't think I put anything on you guys.
Okay.
On Balfric, I would. On the NPCs, obviously, because that's for you guys to keep track. Or for your benefit, I should say. Svaldi, what are we doing?
I'm looking at the rules for charging just to make sure I'm in range.
You have to be at only because I looked at this for Balfric, but now I don't remember well enough to phrase it, so give me a moment to look it back up. But basically, it's if you are in at least the first movement number and within the last movement number, you can charge with a plus 10.
Okay. I'm going to do that just so the gore has a mouse to hit.
The only problem that I see with those rules is they don't actually give you, other than smacking somebody with a slightly higher chance of doing damage, it doesn't seem like charge has any additional benefit. Like, you would think charge would, like, maybe knock somebody prone or displace them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, I mean, at least this way it'll give you a +1 to whatever, or +10 to whatever you were rolling anyways.
So, making sure on my melee.
And is that 3 your current, or is that with...
That's current.
And that's with your charge bonus, right?
Yeah, so it will be 76.
Okay.
Why? How many 96s have I
That is a
rolled?
lot of 90s, period. That's a lot of 90s, period.
They've all been 96.
I want you to roll that again. Just to be clear, like, I feel like oh my fucking god.
That's even worse.
Okay, well, I can't argue that one.
I'm spending a fate point. My last fate point. No.
Okay.
Thank you.
There you go.
What was your target number again? I'm sorry. It was 76, right? So that's 3 degrees. Here. And then he needs a number. Yeah, he beats you.
Wow.
He got 4 degrees on that. So you, unfortunately, lose your advantage, my friend. He gains it by beating yours. Actually, I want to double check that. Because it specifically says losing. Oh, if you lose an opposed test. Or lose any wounds. Suffer conditions. That is very unfortunate for you. I'm sorry. Especially after all those 99s. The 99 train is hard tonight.
It's like ridiculous.
The Gore are getting after the dwarves. That fails by a lot.
Can you imagine if this was a roll high system, how well we'd be doing right now?
Oh, wow, he actually succeeded that. This actually becomes 6. Next one, no modifier. Fails by a bunch. Dwarf defends with success. Next Gore swings with no modifier. Scoring 4 success. The dwarf defends with +10. Getting 3. So unfortunately he's going to take some damage. Going to be 8 minus 2 is 6. Take 6 damage. He gets 1 and he gets a 6. And the last 2...
Didn't this score take damage from him charging?
No, unfortunately I beat him in the defense roll.
Oh.
He fails by 4. The guy needs... succeeds. So the dwarf gets advantage. This guy doesn't have anything. This dwarf, or excuse me, this Gore that just got charged so suddenly by Svaldi is going to redirect onto Svaldi with the look of, oh, and you want some too, eh, boy? Scoring 2 success levels, so go ahead and defend that. As he says something like, I can give you some of this too.
40. Watch be a 96.
Don't you say that shit, man. Alright, what was your target?
40.
That's 2. You 2 success levels. You rolled 1 number lower than my roll, so I'm gonna call that a victory for you. Go ahead and adjust your advantage, sir. Back to you. Beofric, it's time to see if Beofric lives for the next round or not. Nope. That is a fail. And then Beofric's 49 in defense is a success. So he will now get a +1 or +10 on his attack. Now I need a 59. That is a fail. He's so shitty. That's 3 negatives. That's 2 negatives. So he does better. So that goes back. He goes up. And we're back up to Malthanric. This fucking advantage swing is crazy, man. But Malthanric, you do have a +10 on your next roll or action.
Yep. And I'm going to use that to drain him again.
Alrighty. I'm going to say that simply because the last round you did all that, you don't have to reach out with the magic. Nothing has done anything to impede that since, so go ahead and just cast your magic. Or, not cast, speak magic.
Language.
With your +10.
Wow.
Oh! What was your target number with the +10?
90.
So that's 9 degrees of success, or 9 success levels, plus your willpower bonus of 5, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
Alright, so that's going to be 14 minus toughness, which is that, and armor. 5, 15 minus 5 is 10. Which one, was it this one, or was it, okay. Second.
The one that's been beating on me.
Okay, so he's going to take... Oh, well, yeah, he dies.
Yep.
And you recover 1 wound and increase your... I just increased your damage for you.
Thank you.
And Svaldi, the guy that just tried to bash you, dies as a little black, shadow gray, wispy, almost like mist, dart sticks out of his throat. And then fades before he even hits the ground. You're looking at charging that guy in the back, aren't you?
No, I'm gonna shoot him in the back because that's point blank range, which I believe.
Ooh, point blank. I think that's gonna give you a big bonus. Let's see what the nice little chart in here says. Let's see. The nice little chart says at point blank, You get a plus 40.
Plus 40.
Yeah. What's that take you up to?
With the one advantage I have 110.
110. Okay. Well,
Or
you
is
know the number. It's come up plenty of times. We don't need to say the number.
I saw it. It was wanting to.
All right. So 110, I think, was your target number. So that's 5. Plus 7 is 12. Minus the armor. You know what? I give him the option of... No, he's got his back, and he's focused on killing the Beofric. So 12 minus 1 is 11. Minus 4 is 7 damage. And an arrow sticking straight out his back.
Chunk.
Yeah. Now, it almost ignores it until he realizes that arrows hurt. So like there's a brief pause between the sinking of the arrow into his broad back, and then the bellow of pain comes out a second and a half later of, "Oh, I've been shot!" And then he looks at Beofric like it's all his fault. So going back to my gore here, my gore horde, starting with number 1, swatting a dwarf. That is a fail. The dwarf returns in kind with 3 degrees, so he's going to go up for on his turn. You know what I just realized I haven't been doing?
Swinging with the dwarves.
I haven't been the dwarves haven't been attacking. I'm gonna intersperse the dwarfs with the gore that are in front of them. So he's gonna swing back with his plus 20. I can't believe I did that though. I mean I can because it's me.
That's a lot of things to keep track of.
It is. That's a fail, unfortunate. 1 success level failure. Also a 1, so that is just enough to knock his advantage back down. These two, the next two, 45 and 40. That's a failure. That's 3 success. That's going to change this to a 2. So that means his next attack is going to be at a 60. That is 3 against a 45. That's 2. So he's going to get 1 success level plus his weapon. Nope, this guy. Which is, so that's 8 minus. So he's going to take 3 damage. The next one's got a plus 10. That is 3 again. The dwarf counters with a 40, getting 3 as well. So that's going to cancel out his advantage. The dwarf is going to return the favor at 40. Missing. Dwarf swings back at a 45 and gets success. Then the last 2 here. Big fail.
Big fail.
Dwarf gets a 50. Also big
fail.
God damn. And then the dwarf up here that is heavily focused on knocking out Balfric gets a plus. Actually, he suffered a wound, so that actually becomes a 6. He's just got his base 45. That is a failure. Balfric has a 49, sorry. 4 success, so he gets advantage on his attack. That's going to give him a 59. Motherfucker.
Balfric, what are you doing?
The Balfric is trying his best, man. He really is. He's not. His advantage won't change because he failed less than the gore failed. Malthanric, we're back up to you, sir. That was a very disastrous round for the gore. Not very good one for the dwarves.
Okay, well, gore 6.
Okay.
I'm gonna drain.
All right. You still have the magic flowing through you. So just cast your... God damn it, I keep saying cast. Speak your magic, sir. What's your target number with that? Is it still a 90? Oh my god. Is that 9 still?
No, it's 10.
Okay, so... Yeah, 10 degrees. Minus. Okay, so that's 10 plus 5 is 15 minus. That becomes 14. That becomes 10. He dies. Go ahead and recover your wound, sir.
I did.
All right. You
Darius
now
just doing the vampire
you
thing
now
and taking the
all
big sip.
outnumber the gore, so it increases everybody's advantage by 1. Oops. Yep, there we go. Svaldi, you're up. You
I'm
can
gonna
charge
start by
again, or you can shoot him in the back.
melee just hasn't really been
No,
doing
evidently
it.
not.
I'm gonna shoot number 3 in the back again.
Okay. What's your target number? With your plus 20 and plus 40? Because you have 20 and then you have 20. All right, you have
That'll be 101.
101. Okay. So that's 7 plus 7 is 14, minus 1 is 13, minus 4 is 9. He dies. Suddenly there's a gap in the enemy line. All right, let me get rid of some of these gore tickers over here. So we have 1, 2, and 4 remaining. So 3 is out. 5 is out. 6 is out. 7 is out. 4 moves up. Alfred moves up. Okay. Gore 1. Suddenly very concerned for his livelihood, but knows that if he kills a dwarf, he might get to go to Gore Heaven, whatever that might look like. So, 45.
Endless fields of wheat.
Fails. 50 for the dwarf. 4 degrees. That brings his up again. Now he has a 60 to roll to hit that Gore. That is a fail. Against the 45 in defense. That is also a fail, so no change in advantage. Next to 45 and 70. Let's fail by 3. 70 in defense. Fail, but a smaller fail, so no advantage change. And then the last Gore against a plus 10. That is 1. The dwarf with a plus 10 scores 1. Effectively a tie. He gains advantage. Dwarf swings back with a plus 20. Needs a 60. That is not it. And dwarf swings for 45. Also.
Oh, crap. I was going to move.
Well, as it turns out, oh no, it's Beofric's turn, so give me 1 second. He's going to charge this guy. That's going to give him plus 30, making his 49 a 79. That's 2. The door has a 45. That is a fail. So 2 plus 8. Yep. Yeah. So that's 10. Becomes 5 damage. Okay, and now it's Malthanric's turn. I'm also going to roll because it's a new round, and you guys collectively outnumber the Gore. You can take another plus 1 to your advantage.
I know the math.
Of course, 5 is the max. But you have advantage like crazy right now.
If you get another 2, it resets back to 0.
What did you say?
If you get another, it resets back to 0.
Yeah, that's not. We're not going to do that. Although it looks like the fight might be over pretty soon. So
am I still connected to the magic?
You cast dart in the very last round. You killed somebody. Yeah. Also, I want to point out, and because I haven't done it yet, the Grimstone is clawing at you desperately to get inside your mind and body.
Yeah, and I am refusing it. Over and over and
Might
over.
make you roll a willpower test at some point now. It's getting loud in here.
Um,
What's the range on your dart?
on the dart,
Yeah. Remember we looked at
57 yards.
I remember looking this up before, and it was like actually quite a bit of range compared to some of the other
Yeah,
ones.
57 yards.
Oh, it's willpower, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you're good. You don't even have to move if you don't want to.
But I do want to because somebody left.
Ah, you want to move that way.
Somebody left the thing open.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Someone was being beaten to death by a gore. I was
Somebody
thinking
left
this
the
would
door
help my
open.
friend.
Sorry, somebody else was getting his ass whooped. That's all I heard right there.
I will go after gore number 4 with my dart.
All right. I do apologize because you used grain previously, and you're changing to dart. You are going to have to reach out and touch AT&T one more time before casting the spell.
Okay.
I know, so challenging at a plus 50.
Yeah, as long as I don't roll.
Yeah,
above a
we've seen
95.
that fail so many times.
I know.
This is not the night for that game.
But yeah, I'm going after gore number 4 with dart.
Okay.
Connecting. Connected.
Yep. And then with a plus 50, what's your speak magic target number?
Not that.
Oof.
Well, actually,
I
might
am
be
going
that.
to use a fortune point on that.
Have you used your one fortune already? I thought you did.
Nope.
No, they didn't even do it for being smacked in the face.
Did he?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
Like, he took those.
Yeah, he did take a couple hits. I know that. Oof.
89 is still
A single success. I think.
1, 2,
Oh, that's right. He has a lot of advantage.
Yeah, with a plus 50, he's sitting
5
at.
advantage.
Yeah, what was your
For
target number?
5 degrees.
What was the target number? I'm sorry.
130.
130.
Okay.
Yeah, that's still 5. All right. Plus, see, dart does it's
Plus
5.
my willpower
Yep.
is another 5.
Yep. So that's 10, and base damage is 0 for this. So it's 10. He takes 5 damage as a wispy little dart enters its backside and then fades away right there in like a little bit of a showery, misty, sparkly bit. Go ahead, I was gonna say go ahead and increase your advantage, but it's already capped. So,
Yep.
all right, Svaldi, you're up.
I'm gonna help Belfort because if that gore turns around and starts wailing on him, I don't want to.
I mean, listen, a stiff wind could probably take out Balfric right now.
Yeah. So we're gonna shoot number 2.
Okay.
52,
What do you have with your plus 30?
91.
91. So that's 4 plus 7 is 11. Reduced to 6. That is just enough to kill him. He dies. It's a slow death, but he dies. You catch him right in the middle of the back, and when he does that arch in the middle of his back, the arch freezes, and he just collapses. He doesn't like fall over. It's like somebody just slowly took the legs out from under him, and he goes down and dies. Go ahead and increase your advantage by 1.
Yay.
Gore 2 is out. Whoever this guy is goes up. Gore 1 in this fight. Not looking good for the Gore at this point. I mean, that was kind of the point. Ooh, that's 4 degrees right there. But the dwarf has a plus 30, taking him up to 70, and fails! He's going to get hit. That's going to be
You had the one job.
11 minus, what was their damage? So 6, it's going to be 5 damage. There we go. That guy is getting hurt. Unfortunately, Gore number 4 is just going to turn in place or not really turn. He's just going to keep beating on the other guy. Oh, no, wait. Let's have the dwarves do something. So he's got 40. That's 2 degrees. Against this guy's 55. That is a fail. So it's going to be 2 plus 7 is 9. Comes 4 damage. Alright. And then this dwarf is going to crowd him. Swing with a plus 40. That is a miss. By 0 success. Miss. The other guy has a 40. And also misses by 1. So technically this guy gets his advantage. No, wait, that stays at... Wait, it was a 3. Yeah, no, it does become a 4. So he had... Hold on, what did he have? No, he had a 4. Now it becomes a 5. He does base damage of... What does he got? 7 damage?
Mm-hmm.
But mitigates 5 of it away, so it becomes 6 total damage on that gore. The gore is swinging on the dwarf with a plus 30. The dwarf has a 30, I should say. That fails. Rolling against a 70 for the dwarf in defense. That is a fail, but by a small margin, so he keeps the advantage. Plus 30 again. Fails miserably by 2. The gore rolls a 45. Gets 4. They do a reversal of fortunes here.
That's 100.
Oh, shit. They did not have a reversal of fortune there. What did he have?
With a 3.
What did the dwarf have? He had a 3? Yeah. He failed, so he's not going to do any damage, I think.
No, that's still a miss.
But he just failed less than the other guy.
Yeah.
Speaking of the other guy, this guy's also going to crowd him with a plus 20. That's going to be a 60 I need. Oh my god. That is a fail by 3. Gore is swinging back with a success by 3. Beofric can't barely charge him. So he's going to barely charge him. So that's going to be a plus 50, 49, 99. 3. The other guy has a plus 1, I think. Not enough. So that is going to be 3 plus 8 is 11. Comes 6. Not enough to kill this guy, but he is hurting. He takes damage, so his advantage goes away. And we're back to Malthanric. Wow, I'm really glad this is the only battle involving other NPCs, because this is going to be slightly tedious on my side.
I was gonna say, I think we had like one in Rogue Trader where we had an NPC ally, and I think, well, no, now we have a lot because he's not been bringing the other bridge officers with him, so but this time he did. We brought.
Again?
Well, remember in Rogue Trader, we've been eschewing bringing like Anastasia or.
Oh.
Normally, yeah. Although she is on the ground this time.
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, those fights are so large that when it's Anastasia's turn, it's just like, it's almost like me playing with you guys as opposed to playing against you guys. You know what I mean? Because of how many NPC units are.
Okay, dart against the gore that doesn't have somebody at his flank.
Gore 1 has 2 dwarves right in front of him. Gore 4 has 3. So 1?
Yep.
Okay. You are already connected, so just go ahead and roll your speak magic with your plus. Oh my god! 4 success. Is that right? 4.
Yeah.
Plus 5 is 9, but that gets mitigated away. It does 4 damage. Svaldi, you're up.
Um, I'll let the gaggle over there take care of that one, and also shoot at number 1
Okay.
with a 101 plus 10 111
You're
for
looking
the
at,
half range.
I believe you're still in half, or whatever that range
Yeah,
was. So that's plus 20.
so
You're looking at a
111
plus 60, it looks like.
plus 60. Oh, 121. 8.
Yep.
8 degrees of
8
success.
plus 7 is 15. That's 7 damage goes through. He dies. You plop another one out. Now it's the one Gore's turn who is still alive, and he has a look of, like, I don't know. You might read something about him that says, I'm gonna die, please don't let me. And then he just roars in fury and swats at dwarf number 2. So he's got a 45. That is a fail. Dwarf number 2 has a 50. Thing. Also a fail. His advantage goes to 6. Starting with dwarf 2. 40 to hit. 2 success. 45 to defend. Fail. So that's 2 plus, what's their weapon damage? So that's 9. Yep, 9 damage. Comes 4. He dies. The dwarf kills him. One of the dwarves kills the last Gore. And they are
Yay.
super happy that you guys came down and helped them out. They're, like, ecstatic. And there's definitely words of, we couldn't have done it without you. No, for real. We really could not have done that without you. We would be greasy stains on the stone floor if it weren't for you. Which, by the way, now that I've been staring at the stone floor of this map, I really like how the floor tiles look compared to the not floor tiles.
Yeah.
I feel like they actually really worked really well when I made this map. I'm kind of surprised. At any rate, they take a few minutes. The dwarves that were guarding this stash, they take a few minutes to be overly thankful and gracious and grateful. But unless you guys have other dialogue you want to have with them, that's all they have. They will recommend that you get back to your own hole to guard and hope the best and wish you good luck and all those things in a typical dwarven way. Svaldi, for you in particular, you get the feeling, because they watched you kill a couple dwarves outright, you get the feeling that you are now probably much more likely to be accepted in their community. Malthanric, they also watched Gore die because you did funny little gestures with your hands. So they're less likely to be pessimistic towards you, but it doesn't feel as open and inviting as you suspect. Or rather, as much as you would like it to be.
I mean, I am an elf.
You are an elf, and more importantly, you did do some magics, and they're not too keen on that shit. But you didn't kill them, and you also helped them stay alive. So there's a little give and take there.
Yeah.
Beatric is more than happy to go back over here, unless you guys want to
Yeah.
set up more up in the choke point there.
No.
In
Well,
fact, he's not going to
it-
set up there either. He's going to come down here. He's going to be like, I need a breather, brother. I'm about dead.
Well, if I still had the flask of healing potion, I'd
I mean,
offer it.
I will eat actual baby shit if it would make me feel better right now, as he slumps against a wall, bleeding in more places than even fucking Boromir.
He has like 1 health.
Yeah, he's not looking good for him right now. He's about to be on the critical role tables here in a moment. As always, of course, before we move to the next bit, I am more than happy to allow you guys a chance to keep talking amongst yourselves if you like.
Can't really think of it. Like, not really much, besides, oh, did you see the size of that one? And, oh, you did a really good hit there. And, oh, that guy, took like 5 arrows before he died.
I think one of them literally did take like 3 or 5. 3 or
Yeah.
4. If it wasn't arrows, it was definitely darts and shit. There is a pile of gore accumulating right now. Just to be clear. Like, there are beastmen all over these tunnels right now. That said, I await the cue to move forward.
Um, how does heal work again? Because I do have it as a skill.
The healing skill?
Yeah.
That's a great question. Let's see what the descriptors say. Let's see what skills say. Skills 117. Healing master skill list. Evaluate. Heal. You've been trained to deal with injuries and diseases. A successful heal test allows you to do one of the following. Heal wounds equal to your intelligence bonus plus success level. Note, a patient can only benefit from one heal roll after each encounter. You can also staunch a bleeding condition. You can treat a disease, and you can diagnose an illness. So, assuming you have some sort of medical gear upon you, you could attempt to heal others. Going to argue, unless you see something different, I don't see how you would be able to heal yourself.
I was gonna try and use it for
On Balfour?
Yeah.
That's fair. So, you make your skill roll. I assume challenging. Yeah, challenging. And on success level plus your intelligence bonus. What is your skill level? What's the target number?
42, the answer to the life, the universe, and everything.
Indeed. Thanks for all the fish. That's 4 plus your intelligence bonus.
Which is 3.
So that's 7 wounds patched up for this guy. Whoops. I don't know what I just did there. Hold on. What the fuck did I do here?
Bars.
How do I get rid of these? There we go.
There you go.
What did you say? That's 4 plus 3, I think?
So it was 7 total.
7 total. Wow. He suddenly feels like, I mean, listen, I'm kind of making a joke because you just recovered like half his damage. So now he's almost as active as a young, spry chicken. But he is incredibly grateful and thankful for that. Because of that, Svaldi, I'm going to go ahead and do a GM reward of 1 fortune.
Yay.
Just because you went totally against your character. But I feel like it was pertinent, like, not, I mean, outside of game mechanics, like, I feel like, to some extent at least, that there is something of a, okay, have you ever watched Deep Space Nine?
I have bits and pieces.
Okay, so you know the, let's call it animosity between Quark and Odo, right? The Ferengi and the Changeling?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a very similar dynamic here, where as much as they love to give each other shit, they actually kind of start learning how to rely on the other one.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like there's a certain level of that going on right now.
Especially since if Beofric dies, we don't have a front line.
Yeah, there's that too. Malthanric, is there anything you want to attempt to do or whatever right now?
Oh, sorry. I am on our way back, checking what the
Hello?
sorry, somebody tried to call me.
Ah.
I am checking on this cavern here to make sure that the people are alive and
Yeah,
haven't been-
that third tunnel room chamber that we haven't really done much. It's basically the same as your room and the one that you were just in. The dwarves, they're looking a little bit beat up. It does look like, if you remember, of course, when Gruelgild came down here with his healing brew, that he went and checked everybody, and everybody's had a chance. You see empty brew vials. You hear one group talking about, like, that was the most disgusting thing I've ever enjoyed drinking. And And just for the record, Malthanric, you definitely know why that healing brew tasted like absolute ass. You know why. You
I
did
do.
it.
None of the rest of us do, but you
I mean,
do.
everybody else. I mean, yeah, no, I definitely feel like Malthanric, with his connection to the magical ether and all that, he's like, yeah, no, that's my bad. That's totally on me. Whether or
Oh,
not you say
oh,
that is a different story.
I am not mentioning that.
Yeah, Svaldi, for you, you're just like, that was the shittiest thing I've ever tasted in my whole ass life. I don't know. No wonder the dwarves are shit at magic, because making magic shit, they suck.
It
Beofric is.
tasted. I was gonna say it tasted worse than like some of the like folk medicine he's probably used to back home.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. This makes your mom's fucking. Hold on, let me think for a second. This makes your mom's nettle soup taste glorious. Okay, boiled earth and needles. Yeah, no, that tastes better by far. As you guys kind of get somewhat situated and, let's say, I don't know if relax is the right word, because you constantly hear the shouts and the screams and the clanging of metal on metal. Uh, the sounds of battle is still permeating all around you. You do kind of begin to relax to some extent, even though you know you can't really relax. Uh, it's much smaller than I thought it would be.
It's supposed to be a minotaur.
Yeah, but he seems really small. I don't understand why. Was like really fucking small compared to even the regular gore. Hold on, let's boost him up a bit. That's
Oh
better.
gosh.
That looks more like what a minotaur should look like.
Great.
Why do they all keep going down ours? Do it no way. Go away.
Yeah. There is a mighty roar down the tunnels, and and just this like big clodding, thumping boot prints. As what appears down the hallway is a minotaur and two gore following right in behind him.
Looks like the gore are pretty damaged.
No, they should be fine. Oh wait, one of them. Yeah, no, you're right. Oh, oh, my bad. My bad. There we go.
I'm not gonna complain.
No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit. Let's see. Does that change anything? Okay. So yeah, the battle has resumed. Although I may have to reorganize this slightly. Just give me a second. What is the Minotaur initiative? Where's initiative? Now, I will note, do not let me forget, the Minotaur is obviously a large creature. That gives you, I believe it's a +10 to hit him, because he is larger than you. Let me double check.
Okay.
Shooting a large group. Shooting a large target is +20. Let me double check. One more thing I want to look up. Give me 1 second. Bestiary, creature traits. Where are you? Creature traits, 338. Bet you it's not going to be just something like size. Using size. If larger, weapons gain the damaging quality, multiplies any damage caused by the number of steps. In this case, it's just ×1 because he's 1 step larger. All successful strikes against smaller targets activate the death blow rule. which is on page 160, you get the plus 10 to hit it. So it's plus 10 for melee. Let's just do this. It's plus 10 in melee and plus 20 to shoot it.
Okay.
That death blow rule, it's an optional rule, so let's take a look at what it says. Some players like a heroic approach to combat with characters able to wade through lesser foes. If this suits your style of play, use the following rule, except in this case it's going to be used against you. If you kill a melee opponent in a single blow, you may move into the space the character occupied and attack another opponent if there is one available. You may keep doing this a number of times equal to your weapon skill bonus and may not attack the same character more than once on the same turn. Wow, that death blow rule really doesn't do much in this case, especially. So we're going to ignore that. He is probably got some other things going on that are going to make him a bit of a challenge for you. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, good luck. He thunders down the hallway. Svaldi, you are right there. It is your turn, sir.
Do we still have all the...
Oh, no, you don't.
Okay,
No.
just making sure. Just
Go
want to
back.
be honest.
Go back to 6.
Is this a new combat?
It is a new combat.
Why is he going before me?
God damn it. My bad. That's my bad. Malthanric, you're up. I apologize.
Okay, dart at the Minotaur.
Yep.
Connecting.
Connected.
And casting.
What's your target for casting?
80.
80. That is 1 level of success, so 1 plus 5 is 6.
Yep.
Mitigated by... Let's see. Wow, no armor on this guy? Okay.
His toughness bonus is probably pretty big.
It's not as big as I thought it would be, to be honest with you. What was the damage again? I'm sorry.
6.
6 damage becomes... Okay. Svaldi, you're up.
Oh boy, I'm going to shoot Mr. Man.
You're gonna shoot the Minotaur?
Yeah.
Of course. I mean, it's the biggest fucker there, and you have a plus 20 on it. Right off the bat.
80...
And I believe you are within half range, so you have a total of plus 40.
Oh, that's 101.
Okay.
3 degrees?
4 degrees, plus
4
7 is
degrees.
11, minus its toughness, and it applies a certain amount of damage. Okay. The 2 gore are kind of stuck behind it, so they can't really do anything yet. The Minotaur is going to charge. It gets plus, no, sorry. Let me see what Horns does really quick. Okay. Let's see. Creature traits is on page 330. Horns. Horns. Creature has horns or some other sharp appendage. When the creature gains an advantage for charging, it may make a free attack with its horns, performed as normal using rating to calculate damage. Strength bonus is already concluded. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely gonna charge, and it's definitely gonna horn you. So that is.
No, it's going to try anyway.
Yeah, anyway. Sorry, I had to. It's gonna charge right up on Svaldi.
No.
He's gonna have a certain number to roll against. Go ahead and make your defense roll there, sir. Dodge or your weapon melee, whatever the fuck it is. Svaldi.
Yeah.
You're defending against this big Minotaur thing charging in your face.
Oh,
You've
that's
got
two
you've got
successes?
more horns and spit in your face than you've ever had in your life.
Oh
And it's
no.
not a pleasant feeling. In fact, you wish it was a terrible feeling. How bad this is gonna be.
50 is the dodge.
That's 2 success levels. Tie, and I tend to tie in favor of the player, so no advantage change. You are not taking damage. You are so incredibly fucking lucky. No advantage change, however, because of the tie.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
I'll take
yeah.
that.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay as long as I'm not taking damage. That means I live. Beofric is also going to charge because I think he's got just enough room. He does. He's going to get a +10 on his attack roll, and I think I should give him a +10 because of flanking just this one time. So I'm going to hit a 69. Nice. That is.
Don't forget about the size difference.
Oh, I did. So that's actually 79. So that's 6 levels of success. Minotaur is defending. Fails outright, so he's going to go up to 2 now. 6 levels of success plus 8, that's 14 damage. That becomes 10 damage. And he wallops this fucking Minotaur so goddamn hard. You hear bones crunching under the weight of that mallet head of his Warhammer. The Minotaur actually is like, ow, that fucking hurt. And Minotaur, which of course is just screaming. Lots and lots and lots of screaming. Malthanric, we are back at the top of the order for you. What would you like to do, sir?
Excuse me, good sir. I think you have caused me grievous harm and wish you wouldn't stop doing it.
but he says it in Minotaur, so it's just like. Oh, he's going for the drain. He's going for the drain.
Yep, I am going for the drain. Connecting.
Quite connected. And with a
Yep.
+10 and then another +10 for the size, what is your +20 total?
100.
100, okay. Oof.
10 degrees of success.
Yep, so that's 15 damage. Knocks
Yep.
down to... Wow. Holy shit. It takes a minute. In fact, there's a look on the Minotaur's face that just screams, did that just happen? As this draining touch zaps everything that was left in him right out instantly. And so like there's just this bewildered look of shock and pain and dismay and confusion as the light then fades from the eyes and this hulking beast collapses with this just almost unglorious thud on the floor. Svaldi, you're up.
Man, that guy just had the worst day of his life.
Yeah, he did. I wanted that to be a fucking challenge. That was nothing. You guys just whooped him his ass. I mean, you still have 2 gore to worry about.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead and increase your advantage, all 3 of us, by 1 for killing that Minotaur. That was a decisive blow right there.
I was gonna say, like,
I mean, you still have
I was gonna
gore to
say,
worry about.
we have 2
but
gore, and knowing our luck, it's not gonna hold.
yeah, this is where everything goes to shit.
That is within half. So that is a
You're looking at a +40 total so far.
yeah. So
What's
that's
I always
101.
forget. Oh, it's 89, 99,
101.
101. Okay. Yeah. I can't remember your guys' target numbers. Shit. 101. So that's 5 plus 7 is 12. Let's see. Minus 1 is 11. Minus that is 7 damage. All right. That is now it's the Gore's turn. So Gore 1. He is going to, let's see. Oh wow, I'm not even getting in range.
Really, Frank? You couldn't take care of those two.
That's very unfortunate for me that I did not give myself room to get in here. Neither of them can do anything. Cause I mean, they could, they're doing the best they can. They're hurling insults at you. Beothric is not close enough to charge, so he's just gonna waltz on over and just smash with his warhammer. Door number
Don't you
2.
mean he's too close to charge?
I'm sorry.
Don't you mean that he's too close to charge?
What did I say?
Not close enough to charge?
Yeah, yes, that's, yeah. I'm glad somebody understands the stupid that comes out of my mouth. So 30, or excuse me, yeah, 30, 49 becomes 79. That is 5 success against the Gores. 5. Fail, so that's 5 plus 8 is 13. Minus 5 total, I think. 5 total becomes 8 damage on that guy. His advantage goes up to 1, or excuse me, up to 4. Malthanric.
We will dart the one on the left.
Alrighty.
For 1.
You've already connected No, you used drain last round, so you'll have to re-roll connection. Again, the Grimstone is beckoning, begging you. Use me. Use me. But in High Elven and much more
Use the
smooth.
power I offer you. I beg
Nope.
you.
Not happening.
Only through the dark side will you save.
That's almost exactly what the Grimstone is like, except more chaosy, warpy.
They both taking damage?
Beothric bapped one. Oh yeah, because Svaldi shot the other one.
Oh, okay. Well, I will shoot a bolt of shadow at it.
Okay. We call it a dark dart, but kind of like a jack, but more dark and more dart. Anyway,
That's
connected.
a connection.
What's the target
And
number?
that's
With your 30?
3, 4, 5 degrees.
5, 10, minus 5 is 5. You get to see some of that same confusion rolling over in that Gore's eyes, but the light, well, the darkness therein remains. Svaldi.
I'm gonna see if I can't shoot it out of him.
Fucks the darkness right out of those stupid eyes. Those stupid doe eyes. Not with that number.
No.
Well, I don't know. You have a plus 30.
That would make it a and they're half.
Yeah.
Actually, that might be point blank at that point.
Might be. What is the definition of point blank?
Because I know last time he was in 1, so we didn't really have to bother. But
Hold on. Let me
Does
see if we can find
ranged
a
Does
combat.
point
definition.
blank apply to spells as well?
You have ranged and touched. Like touching. Give me a second. I'm trying to see if there's a definition for point blank. Ranged combat.
See page 297.
297?
Mm-hmm. Weapon range divided by
I guess that would make
10.
sense. Point blank is... That's weapon reach. Weapon range is range divided by 10.
That'd be 5.
So 5 inches is what I'm hearing? Oh. They're both just outside of range. How convenient for me. I mean, you still get the plus 20 for range.
4.
20 and 30. 50. That's a 101. So I think that's still 2 degrees of success.
Yeah, that is two degrees of success. Although, actually, no, because using the 96 plus rule, that is a miss, sir.
Oh, well, I'll use that one fate point you gave me.
Yeah, the one I gave you back? Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a success. That is 2 degrees. So 2 plus 7, right?
Yep.
9 minus 5 is 4. That's enough to kill him. The light or the darkness in those stupid deer eyes does indeed fade. Go ahead and increase advantage by 1 because you now grossly outnumber your opponent. You know, the one that's left. It is the Gore's turn. So he is going to attempt to bop Balthric with a 45 roll with 4 success.
Well, he might just do it.
Well, unfortunately, Balthric has a plus 50 on this, which is 99. That is a 9.
Oh my god.
And so Balthric's like, get fucked, and then swings again for 5 levels of success, whatever this game calls them. He's rolling a 45 to defend. Fails, so that's 5 plus 8 is 13, minus 5 is 8. This one dies. I think Balthric just literally bashes the side of his head in. And what remains of the head is very much concave and not rounded.
Yeah.
As he falls over.
I don't think skulls are supposed to bend that way.
No, they don't. They do not. They absolutely do not. Let me get to the correct page of my notes to see what happens next. Yeah. The fighting, the sounds of fighting from upstairs has faded since that last bit started. It looks like the main fighting might be done. Whether or not it's good or bad, i.e. who wins, is yet to be determined. However, we have yet another corruption test that must be completed. This one is a major exposure test, meaning you will need, in order to receive 0 corruption, you will need 4 or more levels of success. This is
an endurance test?
Correct. Endurance challenging. This time I will wait for you guys to make roll Balthrics.
Do we get the plus 40 from...
No.
Damn.
Nice try. It's a 36. What is your endurance flat?
That is only 1 degree of success.
Okay. You are going to gain 2 corruption, sir.
Damn.
Svaldi, what's your endurance? And make that roll for me, please.
Let me look.
What? What did you say?
I said, let me look.
Okay.
52.
I thought I heard something like muckluck or something. I started thinking of those little things from World of Warcraft. You knew what I was talking about. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad. That is really bad for you. What was your target number?
52.
52.
Where's that resilience thing?
I'm sorry?
Where's that resilience rule?
Okay. Well, you first take 3 corruption, then tell me what resilience does. Is that a trait? Or talent?
It's one of the points you can spend.
Ooh. I forget what page that was on.
It's the more expensive point to spend.
Is that the one that you only want to use like to keep yourself alive at the absolute ass end of something crazy happening?
171.
Resilience. See, spending resilience. You may also choose to spend resilience point to defy the corruption curling within, or to succeed where it would seem certain you should fail. Here, you have the following 2 options. I deny you. You may choose not to develop a rolled mutation. Does not apply at this point. I will not fall or fail. I can't tell. Rather than roll the result of a test, you choose the number instead, allowing you to succeed in even the direst of situations. In an opposed test, you always win by at least 1 SL. If you cause a critical, you can choose the hit location struck rather than randomizing it. You can even choose to to do this on a test already failed. You may spend 1 resilience point, sir, to succeed at sufficient level to not acquire corruption at this time, but it is going to cost you in some way later in life.
Nah, I want to see how this corruption table works.
Okay. So you failed outright, which means you are going to receive 3 corruption points. I think I gave them to you already, actually. My short-term memory is garbage.
Yeah, it puts me to 8, which is above the threshold.
Okay. All right. We get to go to the next stage of my wondrous plan. Yes, yes. They go to page 183. That is 183, but that is... Oh, that's where it begins. Okay. Corrupting. Should you ever gain more corruption points than your willpower bonus plus your toughness bonus, immediately attempt a challenging endurance test.
Okay. Hey, yo.
That is a 44. What is your endurance?
52. That's one
It's boost.
success.
You succeed. If passed, you have managed to hold off your corruption for now, but we'll have to test again next time you gain corruption,
Okay.
which will be soon. And here's why. Well, we're not going to actually go into here's why just yet. Malthanric, I need you to roll. Let me see. Let me back up just a tiny bit. There is an eerie silence that descends the halls after a brief moment or two as the Minotaur and the 2 gore that came with it fall before you. It is a deeply disturbing kind of silence. The kind where you begin to hear your own heartbeat in such a way that it's actually unnerving. After an uncomfortable time, a deep, low, rumbling chanting can be heard. Malthanric, you also sense a tremendous amount of magical energy being channeled. I want you to imagine if you've ever stood in, like, not to sound stupid, but if you ever stood close to an electric line, or just if a weird feeling of like static electricity building, or God forbid, if you've ever been struck by lightning, stood outside in a thunderstorm when things are really wild, you're getting that feeling right now. Can you make a perception plus 20 for me,
Perception plus 20.
please?
1 second.
Actually, hold that. Don't make that roll yet. I got ahead of myself.
Okay.
You do notice though it's faint at first, but once you see it, it's hard to stop seeing it. There are lines of magic being pulled from all around you, coalescing. Coalescing and swirling into a direction leading towards the main audience hall. You know when you see something and you're like, wow, how have I not seen that before? And then suddenly you're like, why can't I stop looking at this? You're getting one of those right now. And you're seeing the actual lines of magical energy coming from all around you, and they are leading you up the stairs. Or not up the stairs, but back up the tunnel, back up towards the main audience, if you would like to follow.
I'm going to follow to this point right here
Mm-hmm.
and see what I can tell from there.
As you get to that junction, it becomes incredibly evident that these lines of magical energy are being pulled from the dead bodies around, including the gore, not just the dwarves. Because there are a couple dead dwarves. Others are injured. But from any dead body laying around on the ground, no matter whose body it is, no matter what race or culture they belong to, there is an energy being pulled from. You have never seen this sort of thing before. Never even heard of this sort of thing.
Okay.
Although, admittedly, in the grand scheme of things, your magical expertise is not very wide, or not compared
Yeah.
to, elder masters.
Right.
But certainly in your recollection, nobody has ever said anything of this sort to you. And there is, underneath it all, the chill of death.
All right.
Even the Grimstone has stopped beckoning.
The what?
Even the Grimstone isn't beckoning because of how prevalent these magical energies are. And you kind of almost feel like you're being pulled towards the hall.
I look back towards the other two and wave my hand to keep up with me.
Okay. You going up to the audience hall then?
Once the other two catch up to me.
Okay. Give me one
Okay.
second. Did I not make a map specifically for this? I didn't! I'm so silly. Okay. All right, we'll do it the other way. Perfect. Right. Now I have a bunch of people on the map that I need to get rid of, so hold on. Map. Can't believe I didn't make a specific save for this. Actually, I can't believe it. Silly. Here, bear with me. I'm gonna scoot you guys off to the side really quick. Clear out some of this ash and trash that I don't need. Okay, cool. Alright. You guys may position yourselves however you like within this little area. This is a doorway that leads down to where you guys came from. Then... Oh, wrong. Hopefully you can see him.
Oh no, he's a cube. Oh, there it goes.
I'm only increasing his size for clarity's sake. Also, yeah, no, that's fine. He's not.
Bosses
He's
should
a
always be
he's a
easy.
human, as you could probably tell by the name on there. You ascend back up to the main hall of the Flame, and there, standing in the middle of the hall, the furniture smashed and broken and scattered, is the Mad Wizard himself. He is dressed black and green, channeling his power through a large, smooth rock of Grimstone in one hand, his other holding his staff up high. At his feet are a number of what appear to be dead or dying dwarves, including the Thane, his seneschal, and several guardians, but also a large number of dead and dying gore and ungore. Now, I would like for Malthanric to make that perception plus 20, please.
Okay.
Yeah, you see this easily. You also note that not only are there sickly green and black lines of magical energy being drawn from all around you, but black and shadowy, wispy magical energies are being drawn from the bodies all around the hall, and perhaps even from outside the hall and all around the city. And as you notice all of this, you'll realize a couple things. Number one, even you are losing some of your energy. There is a line extending from your chest directly towards the Mad Wizard. You look at Beofric to confirm this. He also has a line of magic being drawn from him towards the Mad Wizard. Same for Svaldi. Same for anybody in this room, whether they are dead or alive or dying or whatever. It doesn't matter what their current situation is. They are, some energy from their existence is being pulled towards the Mad Wizard.
And is the thing still alive?
Undetermined.
Even with my perception of 5.
I mean, I want to give it to you, but literally his fate rests on the results of this fight.
Okay.
for story purposes.
Connecting to magic.
Okay, before you do that, let's see, one moment. The three of you, meaning, of course, Malthanric, Svaldi, and Beofric, as you approach, there is something incredibly off-putting about Fossa. As this magical energy swirls all around him, there is yet a second subset of energy swirling about him, all black and purple. It adheres closely to his form, but never stays motionless. It is almost like a black and purple, oily, gooey, resiny sort of substance writhing all around his form, covering his form as though to protect him. It is leaving you incredibly unsettled as you observe this. You are all now subject to fear at a level of 3. When subject to fear, you suffer a -1 SL to all tests to affect the source of fear, which is Thassa himself. You may not move closer to whatever is causing the fear without passing a challenging cool test. If it comes closer to you, you must pass a challenging cool test or become broken. Of course, broken has its own set of conditions. So basically...
Wait a minute.
Yes?
You're applying fear to us without even a roll?
Correct.
How?
I'm going to explain. He has that black and purple oily gooey gunk that he's wearing as armor. You, Malthanric, recognize it immediately as a spell.
Well, yeah.
Give me one moment. Oh, you wouldn't actually have this what that spell is. It is from a lore that you don't know or understand, but it carries. Give me a second. Hold on. Where did I pull this shit? Ah. You recognize in this black, gooey, purpley, shitty armor thing that he's got going on, you recognize the lore of death.
Okay, I figured.
You are aware of some magics that can provide an armor that is not only ghastly to look upon, but can affect one's ability to deal with an individual wearing that. Specifically, out of character, above board, it is the Purple Pall of Shish, which is on PDF 246.
I just think it's fucked up that we don't even get a resistance roll.
You can... The problem is... So, basically, what it comes down to is you entered its... For lack of a better way to explain it, you've entered its area of effect, and you have to overpower that area of effect in order... He put this spell on himself specifically to allow him to do the work that he's about to do. It's also obvious at this point, and you don't even need a roll for this one either. He is currently channeling all sorts of energy, and the assumption you can come up with is that he is pulling all of this energy from everybody living and everybody dying and everybody dead around him to create some sort of portal, feels like. Also, the Grimstone is absolutely going apeshit in his hand, and it is begging you. It is like the Grimstone is literally begging you to use it. Not to get away from him or anything, but just there's just so much of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like that piece in his hand has been refined.
So can I use my magic now?
You may attempt. Remember, you have a -10 penalty to any test to affect him. And you can't get any closer to him without passing a challenging cool test.
Yep. First thing I'm gonna do is dart.
Give me 1 second. I may have misunderstood what I was reading. Your rating value. Oh, it's actually a -30 to affect him. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at 10 because I said 10. Well, you rolled an 18, so I feel like that dart's probably going to hit him.
Yep.
What is his initiative? His initiative is holy sweet fucking Jesus. It is not your turn, sir. Wow.
He's got a higher initiative than me?
Yeah. Considerably higher number. Give me 1 second. Let's see. There we go. He is going to do his thing first. Is you know what? This may or may not work out for me. I think this is a good spot to leave as a cliffhanger.
Yay! I tired anyway. He wouldn't get a good combat out of me.
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, so we leave it with Thassa channeling in the middle of a busted up room. Dead bodies everywhere, magical energy going from literally every direction in this place back to him, including from you guys as well. Wearing some black purple bullshit armor that is frightening to look upon. And yeah, go ahead and take. You know what? Let me see what my notes say. You did defeat the main battle part other than the boss fight here, so I think you can get a little extra XP. Go ahead and take 100 points of experience points. That was redundant frightening. I really wish I knew what happened to my PDFs, because oh wow, the second pages of my PDFs for my character sheets, they don't have the character text field things in them anymore.
I think that might be an Adobe thing.
Oh, that's some
What?
fucking bullshit.
It sounds like an Adobe thing. If you opened it up in something else, it'd probably be fine.
I wouldn't have opened it up in it. So.
No,
What-
if
I
you
mean, I'll
have
have to
something else
look at it and
open
see
with.
if I did, but
What program are you using to read the PDF?
Adobe. I've always used Adobe for my PDFs on my computer for like the longest.
Okay.
That is wild. I don't know what happened there. Well, I'll have to figure that out between now and next week. But yeah, go ahead and take that 100 points of experience and apply it as you wish between now and whenever.
Survive the coming battle.
I see your argument. I'm going to say no only because we are in the final boss fight of the campaign.
Okay.
And like, you could in theory become significantly much more powerful than anticipated. So I will say this fight does definitely give the presence or the appearance of being a challenging fight. Thassa has a very specific goal in mind. Dealing with you guys specifically isn't exactly that goal. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
There's a reason he had a bunch of gore doing all his dirty work.
Bingo! With that said, though, feedback, outro, comments, what do you guys got for me?
We killed a Minotaur.
You guys fucking wasted that Minotaur fucking fast. I really
Yep.
if it isn't apparent by now, the previous engagements were meant to kind of soften you up for this big fight, a la any traditional video game boss fight sequence where you have to fight your way through a bunch of bullshit, and then there's the boss, and you're like, "Fuck, I don't know if I could do this. I might have to save my game a few times and reload a few times." but I'm definitely excited to see. I'm pretty sure, especially because I said cliffhanger, Thassa dies in like 3 rounds, if that. I'm sure something silly is going to happen. But
I
if we
don't
stayed
know.
fighting tonight, Alturios would fall asleep on somebody else's turn in about 15 minutes, and then
Yeah.
we'd have to end anyway, and the fight would still keep going forever. So,
Yeah.
I definitely have. I mean, listen, I will say this: as tedious as it got, managing gore and dwarves, including the time when I forgot the dwarves for like a whole ass round at least, I enjoyed that fight or tonight's fights. That was actually pretty good. I think we found a happy medium with the advantage rules as written versus how we said fuck it, we're doing it our way. I think it made the fight challenging no matter which side you were on, and not so easily squishy squashy as it could have otherwise been, where it could have gone swimmingly for one side and then suddenly switched to being swimmingly for the other side.
Mm-hmm.
I think it kept it kind of balanced and crunchy a little bit. I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say now that we've had a couple of fights with the advantage cap and all.
I do like it because it means if one of us fucks up, we're not ruining everyone else's advantage.
Yeah, that's true
Because
too.
that was the real swingy thing is if I messed up or if
If
Darius
one of
messed
you
up
guys took a point of damage, all of your
or one of
advantage
our,
is lost.
all of our advantages was lost.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, okay, come on.
Yeah.
I got neighbors outside yelling. Can't make out.
You bet.
Honestly, it could be just kids playing for all, because I can't make it out. Anyway,
Mm.
yeah, no, I as tedious as individually tracking it can be, I think that's the trade off. It's tedious, but it's manageable as long as we control the size of the battles. Um, but it does make a big difference in the grand scope of the fight because, as we saw before, a mob of cultists is wiped out in seconds versus suddenly orcs are everywhere eating your face.
Yeah.
Uh, and there's not much room in between. Whereas with this fight, it took a little bit longer to get to the end of the fight, but I think that was half the excitement. It's like, okay, how's this fight gonna go? And then the orc or the gore started dying off one by one.
Yeah.
I mean, there were a couple of times I was like, as the GM, I was like, I think you guys should get advantage because you now outnumber them, something like 2-1. Now, oh shit, now there's only a couple of them left. So now I'm sure all the dwarves and everybody who were moments ago were shitting their pants. Now I'm be like, oh shit, we might actually win. Let's go, guys! Rally, rally, rally!
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, go ahead.
I do have it was I've seen it done with like larger fights where there's just like oodles of models on the table, but and it's kind of World of Warcraft. But what I've seen done is have NPCs basically do average damage to each other every round. You pick an NPC, you pick their target, and you do like whatever average damage would be, and then calculate it from there. Just so you don't have to like this guy rolls, and then this guy rolls, and then this guy rolls. Especially if there's like 10 or 20 models on the field.
That's not a bad idea. Something to keep in mind in case the fights were to get larger. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, 4-on-4 effect, which was effectively what it was for the gore and the dwarves. I keep wanting to say orcs, but for the dwarves and the gore, it was effectively 4-on-4, and it was a long string of rolls. And listening to me go, and now he rolls, and now he defends, and now he rolls, and now he defends, now he rolls, now he defends, and then we managed to make it work. So it wasn't like terrible. I hope. I didn't feel like it. Like I definitely recognized some level of repetitively dry tediousness, but also I
mean,
think it.
that's sort of what you like. That's the sacrifice you make to play games like this, right?
Yeah.
But and 4-on-4 seems like about the sweet spot where like it doesn't seem like it's super tedium, but you're still kind of getting a large battle kind of feel out of it.
And that was the other side of it too, by the way, now that you mentioned that. I didn't want you guys to be in the battle, but you needed to be, because you're the player characters, it needed to be an important part of the battle, I was like, well, fuck, they'll just guard the Grimstone. Hope that nothing comes down here. And I was like, well, okay, how do we play that? How do I plan that? How do I make it convey that feeling and everything else, and also make it entertaining and challenging for you guys? I was like, well, shit, that's easy. Throw a series of encounters back to back at them. And then I realized last week, or not last week, whatever, the last session, especially when Balthric was just getting beat down because bad rolls, they happen. I was like, you know what? Let me give them at least one opportunity to survive. Give them one little boon to keep them going. That's why the healing brew came. Because I was like, there's a good chance you guys might not, like, it's one thing if you play and just have some shitty rolls and then you die, and then the campaign ends because everybody dies. It's another thing when there's nothing in place to mitigate that and make it more substantial as a risk that, yeah, it could happen, but it doesn't mean it will happen. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I was like, let me at least give them that much.
Well, because, like, we were pretty beat to shit, and I could see where if rolls went bad on that Minotaur fight, we might have been down a Beofric.
Yeah.
Really, really easily. So, like...
Oh, speaking of being down at Beofric, if for whatever reason, and I wrote this in my notes, because again, player agency, if when the other dwarves were being attacked, you guys were like, no, we're staying right here. This is what we were told to do. We're staying right here. Beofric would have said, okay, and went and died with the rest. He was going to die. It's in my notes, literally, that if for some reason Beofric goes off by himself, the players will later find him in amongst the dead dwarves, where basically they killed the gore, but they all later died of wounds. That they wouldn't have been able to, they had taken too much. They had sold themselves dearly to keep that Grimstone stash safe.
We weren't gonna let our dwarf buddy die.
I didn't know, because like I'm picturing, like I have my perception of Malthanric, who's like, fuck that dwarf, let him go.
Well, and if we had like if both of us were really roughed up, and hadn't recovered anything,
then it might be a totally different story. Like, yeah, we're not taking unnecessary risks. I'm sorry. I know those are your cousins or something. Yeah, we're staying right here. That would make sense, though. Darius, you got anything you want to throw out there?
Not at this time.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, I certainly
You
enjoyed
keep ending us on a cliffhanger, and
I like cliffhangers. Except for when I'm watching them.
I mean, he has to get the audience. Well, I mean, like, he has to get the audience back somehow, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they're obviously not coming back from my wit and charm. It must be Alturios. I don't know. All right. Well, that is it for us here tonight. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. I do hope you come back next session, because I believe next session will likely be our last session of this campaign. So you're going to want to come by for that, if for no other reason to see how fast they kill my big bad here, who is totally not based on my Blood Bowl character. Actually, he literally is my Blood Bowl character. There's a story.
That's actually kind of funny.
But I will reveal those things later, once he's dead.
I'm interested to see that because Blood Bowl is really funny.
It is. It really is. But we'll get into that later. At any rate, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the show. Stay safe out there. This world is a grim, perilous world, so make sure you're doing what you got to do to take care of you and yours. As for me and mine, we are out of here. See you next time.
I cast fuck you.